What is going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the Organized Millennial. I'm Anna, and today I'm going to be chatting with you guys about my spending for this first week and a half-ish of July. I'm actually excited to sit down and do this because I have no idea what my money is looking like. And we're almost midway through July, which is kind of insane to say out loud. Just saying. So, if you guys are not new to the channel, you guys already know the deal, but for my newbies, I gotta just break it down for y'all. So, what I do is track using these expense trackers that you guys see right here laid out in front of you. So the blue tracks all of my cash envelope expenses, even though I have been going cashless because of everything going on as far as my cash envelopes go. And then yellow tracks all of my online debit card transactions. That would not be something that's included in my not weekly check-in, in my cash envelope categories. So if it's not a category in my cash envelopes and I spent money on it and it's not in one of these other ones, it is considered an online debit card transaction expense. Red is for my unbudgeteds, meaning I just completely bought something super random that out of the blue and spent probably too much money on it, honestly. And then green is for any sinking fund expenses. So I do have a few sinking funds that I use, car maintenance, car insurance, Christmas, travel. I have a home one, a clothes one, etc. So if there's anything coming out of there, it will be tracked on the green expense trackers, and then my no spends, of course, for the days that I don't spend my coins, which those are the days we strive for, friends. Those no spends are life. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We are starting the month off with a no spend, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, because Lord knows the first is already too damn expensive for my life. Let's just be for real. So July 1st was a no spend. Then on July 2nd, I went to McDonald's because why wouldn't I? And I spent $12.08. This is coming out of my spending category. And funny enough, I'm doing a no takeout challenge for July, where I spend at least 2 weeks in July without getting any takeout. So clearly this is not going to be the week for that because your girl got McDonald's. Okay, and then that was it for the 2nd, so that's all set. Then the 3rd came along, and well, you guys already know. I'm not even gonna say what I spent money on. I'm just gonna write it down because at this point, y'all already know. So I did get stickers, shocker, from Planning Roses, which was $37.50. And I got stickers from Sticky Essentials. It's funny, you guys. I used to kick myself because I'm I don't support small businesses enough. I shop at Target and Walmart and all the big brands, the big name companies and stuff. And I'm I really need to support small businesses. I don't go to downtown shops. I'm awful with it. And who knew that God was oh yeah, I got you. I got you, girl. Don't worry about it. Now you're going to support the hell out of them. Because now I do, which at least brings me a little bit of peace as I spend all my coins, quite literally, all my coins on sticker purchases. It's bananas, guys. It's bananas. Okay, so those were my 2 sticker purchases from spending. And then I had 2 for my online debit. So Wild Summer Designs. I know, y'all. I had 4 in total, so there's going to be another one after this. I'm a mess. It's fine. It's okay. You guys know that graphic that's been going around social media that's the dog inside of the burning room And he just has that like grimace smile on his face that's just like, it's fine, everything's okay. As he sits in a burning room. That's how I'm feeling. That's kind of how 2020 is going, but that's how I'm feeling when I talk about my sticker purchases. I'm like, it's great, it's fine. Just ignore all the fire behind me, it's great. I feel like that's been like the mantra for 2020. It's all good. Ignore the burning around me. Ignore the flames. I think that's 40-25. Okay, so I'm gonna put that graphic I'm talking about in right now so you guys can see it in case you're like, what are you talking about, girl? Yeah, that's it. That is how I'm feeling these days. And if you agree, go ahead and drop a comment down below letting me know that that's how you are feeling as well. So the third was like expensive. So yeah, that was it for the third. Like, who am I even? So moving on to the fourth. I got some ice cream actually on the 4th. I went to our little ice cream stand. That's like literally down the street from me, which luckily I've controlled that habit and don't go every day because Lord knows I want to. So I spent $4.75 there on some ice cream. I think I got a cone or a cup maybe, I don't know. It was delicious. Their ice cream is so good. And then we had some no spends. So the 5th was a no spend, and you guys may hear thunder because it's literally raining. There's a storm going on, so it's thunder and rain up in here in Mass. So I'm so sorry if you guys hear the rumbling. It is Mother Nature, just, you know, hulking out, basically. Okay, so the 5th and the 6th were no spends. The 7th, I went to Pollo Centro. Like I said, this is not going to be the week of no takeout, just saying. And that was $26.15. And I've mentioned to you guys a million times, work has just been crazy, and trying to cook in the midst of that craziness has just not really been a thing. This week is okay. It hasn't been too crazy. This did not go down the way I wanted. So I'm hoping to be able to do some more cooking this week. So, okay. And that's still freaking you guys. Excuse me while I put this on straight. So I went to Pollo Centro on the 7th and spent $26.15. And I also had another debit card expense, and that was Simply Water Co. And it's $33.63. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, that was on the 7th as well. There we go. Okay, that was it for the 7th. So then we had no spends. Finding my no spend stickers over here. So we had no spends on the 8th and the 9th. I did have my bill due, but even when I have bill dues, if I didn't spend anything from my other categories, I consider it a no spend day. I look at it as I don't have the choice as to whether or not I can pay. You know, I pay that bill, like I have to pay that bill, so it's considered a no spend for me because I didn't spend money in any of my other categories. Okay, the 10th was another cash expense, and I went to Target, and I think I just picked up like a gift bag for a birthday gift that I was giving to someone. So that, and I got a couple little small gifts for a family member. So I went to Target on the 10th to pick that up. I did not plan for that in my July budget, but it's fine. It was only the $20, so I'll just take it from my spending, which I fear my spending will probably be over budget, but we'll see. And then the 11th and the 12th were both no spends. So, I mean, already in July, I think I have just as many no spends as I had in all of June. So that's got to be a good thing, right? Even though I bought a million stickers, that's a good thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 no spends. I had 8 no spends in all of June, I think. I think it was 8. So, yeah. Okay. So those are my expenses, which I laid out on my calendar view. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the weekly check-in so we can check on our amounts and see how we're doing on that front, which, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm a little nervous about because I think I might have gone overboard with my spending. So let's go ahead and flip on over to there. All right, you guys, I just flipped over to my weekly check-in layout. You guys might notice that this is a little different than what you're used to. These are Erikalifevlogs stickers, except for the script, which is Romina Rossa. These are her script stickers that I use just because I really love her cursive scripts. So I just decided to kind of switch it up. You'll notice that's kind of the trend throughout all of them. But we're back to just Erica in August. I might do it again. It's easier to do when they have like matching colors for their kits. And this was one of the months where they did, because of course everyone was trying to do, you know, the 4th of July themed kits. So that is a little bit different than what you guys normally see, but otherwise it's the same. This whole part is still Erica's. It's just the weekly check-in script that's from Romina. So let me go ahead and list out my categories, and I will speed you guys through, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I was gonna speed you guys through, but I ended up flipping back and forth just to get my remaining amounts from June, so I just cut it out so you guys would not have to watch all of that madness. Okay, so these are updated with those amounts. These are my cash envelopes, so groceries, gasoline, beauty, spending, and then I have a category for unbudgeted in case I have any unbudgeted expenses. So let's go ahead and see where we're at. So I didn't get any groceries at all this week and a half of July, so I'm actually just going to use any food purchases, take it from my grocery cash envelope, because I'm not going to be getting groceries before I get paid, which is literally tomorrow. I won't be going to the grocery store today either. And we're actually pretty good on groceries, so I'm hoping maybe I won't have to go till towards the end of July. We'll see. So, okay, so I had McDonald's, which was $12.08, and then I had my ice cream, which was $4.75. And I had Pollo Centro, which was $26.15. So that's a total of $42.95. I'm sorry, $42.98 that was spent on food. And then I had $112.79. So I have a remainder of $69.81 left in groceries. So again, since I didn't end up doing any grocery shopping, I'm just gonna take the food that I purchased from my grocery fund. Okay, gas has nothing. I think it had like 77 cents left over from June. I'm good on gas, so it has nothing. I didn't spend anything, so it still has nothing in it. Beauty had $67.70 left, and I didn't spend anything on beauty. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess just keep going with the zero. And I still have the $67.70 in beauty, so that's good. And then spending. Spending is literally everything else that was in here. Except my online debit purchases. So for those of you who are new, the yellow expense trackers that I use to track my online transactions get tracked in my transaction log, which is right here. So I'll go ahead and add that at the end. Okay, so spending, we had Planning Roses, which was $37.50, plus Sticky Essentials, which was $31.50, plus, did I do Simply Water Co? I know I did Target, so Target was $20.69. Okay, I did not do Simply Water Co, so I didn't include it in my spending. It was an online transaction. So I spent a total of $89.79 $1,269 and I only had $73.69 in there. Yep, that's what I figured. So I was over budget there by $16. So over budget in spending, which I can't say that I'm shocked, to be honest with you. Okay, so I didn't have any unbudgeted, so we can go ahead and X those out. And then I did have leftovers in groceries though, and beauty. So if you guys are wondering like what I do with that remaining money, since I'm gonna have my paycheck one budget up this week because I get paid tomorrow, I will go ahead and zero out these amounts. So we'll start fresh paycheck 2, and then depending on what I have going on, I figure out what I want to do, where I want to allocate those funds. So I'll probably just keep it in my account as a buffer, especially since I was clearly over budget in spending. And then we start anew. Since my cash envelopes are cashless now, I generally tend to leave it up in there as a buffer. When I have cash, I usually put it towards my debt. I have a little debt snowball envelope that I use so I can put extra towards my debt. But I want to kind of beef up my buffer a little more because I have been abusing it with these sticker purchases, you guys. I've been abusing my buffer. So we are gonna beef up the buffer in my account for all of my ratchet spending, basically. Thank you for coming to that TED Talk. Anyways, that is what I'm looking like for week 1 of July, you guys. It is looking better, I think. Let me flip over to the calendar view so you guys can see that. So that is what my first week and a half-ish of July is looking like, you guys. I do think it's looking better than June so far. June was kind of a hot mess. Not to say that I stopped buying stickers or anything, but I still think at least my no spends are almost what they were for the entire month of June. So we're winning in that sense. Let me know down below how July is going for you guys. I can't believe we're almost halfway through July. That is bananas to me. So let me know how July is going so far for you guys, and your money and your financial goals. I've seen so many of the budgeters that I follow on YouTube paying off things and contributing like loads to savings and emergency funds and being consumer debt free and paying off credit cards. I am just like, yes, we are killing it up in here. I'm so proud of you guys who are reaching and crushing and killing those financial goals. Keep it up. You guys are definitely motivating me to sit here and figure out my spending life and try to be a little better every day, because I think that's what we're all striving for, to try to be better try to be a little bit better every day. So with that said, you guys, that has been my weekly check-in. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and tap that thumbs up button for me, as it really does help support my channel. And if you are into budgeting, planning, and life, make sure that you subscribe and tap the bell so you can be notified every time I upload new budgeting and planning content. You guys are fantastic, and I will see you in my next one.